All right, Syed, welcome to the call. I'm going to hit record and we're going to get this party started. All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this webinar training we're going to do on how to build a WordPress LMS website from complete scratch with no step skipped. This is going to be interactive. So if you have questions, if you're here on the webinar with us, ask away. You can use the chat and the Q&A feature. If you're watching this on YouTube or after the fact on Facebook or anywhere, just leave a comment down below if you have questions. We are going to be building a website from complete scratch today. And I'd encourage you to stay to the end because we're also going to be doing a $99 giveaway at the end of this training that you can apply to anything that Lifter LMS makes. And we'll be doing that. So let me show you how this all starts. I'm going to just jump right into it. Just give me 1 minute to get my screen in order here. So I'm going to start sharing. All right, Kathy, am I coming through full screen there?
Yep.
All right, awesome. So we're going to take it from the top and we are going to purchase Lifter LMS. On the Lifter LMS website, if you go to the pricing page and you scroll, you can see like what's in the different levels of either getting one of our two bundles or getting individual add-ons, which you can see individually in the store by clicking on the add-ons link. Or as you scroll down, you can click on these individual items. Like if you just want Stripe, you can click right here and go look at the Stripe product, which is for credit card processing, or you can just see that that's in there and choose between the Universe and the Infinity bundle. And the biggest difference between the Universe and the Infinity bundle is that the Universe bundle has all of the third-party integrations, like for the credit card processing, integration with PayPal, certificates and backgrounds, achievement badges, that's inside the Lifter LMS Power Pack add-on. We've got email marketing integrations, form integrations, text messaging integrations. That's all Universe bundle stuff. All of that is also in the Infinity bundle, plus there's some advanced features in Lifter LMS around advanced quizzing, assignments, private coaching features, social learning, and there's more in-depth support that comes with the Infinity bundle. But any purchase comes with access to support and the core LMS plugin, which has, unlimited courses, lessons, quizzes, teachers, all that stuff, all the reporting, all the base LMS features come with any purchase of Lifter LMS. So to check out, all you have to do is, click on buy the Infinity bundle and you can check out with a credit card or with PayPal. Now I've actually already done that. So let me show you what it looks like after you check out. So if you go over here to my account, you can see there's a license here, and you can access support and really manage everything you need to do on your account at lifterlms.com. Now I've also got a plain, we're going to start at the beginning, very plain WordPress website. So just let me pull that up here. And we're going to take it from the complete top. So I'm going to take, this is just a temporary WordPress website where we're going to do our demonstration on today. This is what WordPress looks like from complete scratch with like nothing going on. If I look at it, it's very plain. This is a default WordPress install. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to install Lifter LMS. So if I go here to plugins, I'm going to go back to my account here. And over here, I'm going to download Lifter LMS, the core plugin, the base plugin that comes with any purchase from lifterlms.com. Over here on downloads, I'm going to download that. And then that come down. Yeah, that's come down. And then I'm also going to download what's called the Lifter LMS helper. This allows us to manage the license. Sure that came down. I'm using a different browser than I normally do, so I think I got that. So let me go back to our WordPress site here. And give me 1 second. I'm just going to update something in this this particular demo site. To get it ready for Lifter coming up. All right. So I'm over here in the plugins, and I'm going to go ahead. It looks like there's a new version of WordPress available. I'm just going to update that. Okay, got that updated. That's the most current version of WordPress. And when WordPress is first installed, it has these default WordPress themes in there. I'm just going to go ahead and update those while I'm there. And I'm going to go to plugins, and I'm going to add a new plugin. I just downloaded Lifter LMS. So I'm going to install the most current version of Lifter LMS that I downloaded from my dashboard. I'm going to activate that. And you see it's taken me through what we call the quick setup wizard. So I'm going to go through this. This is important to go through to just kind of get your website set up with the correct pages for Lifter. So I'm going to click Get Started Now. It's going to install 4 pages for me, one for the course catalog, one for the membership catalog, one for the checkout screens, and then one for the student dashboard, because every user gets their own individual account pages. So I'm saying, yes, please set that up for me. I'm going to be selling in US dollars, but you could pick any currency. And I'm going to click Save. You can get a coupon if you want, by if you need anything else from Lifter LMS, by allowing tracking, which allows Lifter LMS to see a few data points so we can improve the software. I'm just going to skip that. And I'm going to install a sample course. So this is the sample course that it just installed. So let's go ahead and look on the front end to see what this looks like. Still looks pretty much like the default WordPress. If I were to go to this screen right here and type in courses, you can see we've got a Lifter LMS course coming together here, our sample course install. We're going to make all this look a lot better. The next thing I'm going to do is install that Lifter LMS helper plugin so I can add my license key. So I'm going to upload that. That's right here. and I'm going to activate that. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get all my premium add-ons installed since I purchased the Infinity bundle. So if you click on add-ons here, I'm going to go back to my account, get my license key. I'm going to activate it, and then I'm going to install a bunch of stuff that I got from the Infinity bundle. So I'm copying my license key, going right here, I'm clicking it in, and you'll see these buttons change. You see how now I can install and activate things. So I'm just going to install all the Lifter LMS add-ons. Private areas is for coaching. I'm going to activate that. I'm going to install social learning, Stripe, PayPal, Lifter LMS advanced quizzes, Lifter LMS assignments, WooCommerce, authorized.net. I'm going to install Twilio, Gravity Forms, MailChimp. And I'm just going to leave it at that for now, but I'm going to go ahead and install these 10 add-ons. And then I'm going to activate those. Annie, I saw you jumped in the call. Welcome. So I got my add-ons installed, and I'm going to go to plugins, or actually to the add-on screen again. And I'm just going to activate everything that I just installed. Activate. Yeah, I'll keep it at that for now. So I've got the plugins that I want activated on. If I go to plugins here, you can see which Lifter LMS plugins I have installed and activated. And that's about it, just in terms of getting set up with your license key, you're purchasing whatever product or bundle you want to get, installing and activating the plugins that you're going to use. So I'm going to move on from here, and I'm going to actually install a free theme called Astra. So I'm going to click on Themes, Add New, and then I'm going to search for Astra. I'm going to install that and activate that. So you'll see when we look at the front end of the website, it's starting to look a little different. Astra is a nice, simple theme. It works great with page builders like Beaver Builder, Elementor, Divi. Those are really the most popular ones these days. So I am going to just set up a few things. So this is that sample course we installed. It's got a free access plan. If we go inside a lesson, you can see it there. But the side is blank here, so I'm going to take a moment and just set up the sidebars. So if you go into Appearance, Widgets, so on the course sidebar, I'm going to add a Progress widget, and I'm going to title that Progress. And then I'm going to add a Syllabus widget, which is like the lessons. I'm going to title that Lessons. Then on the Lessons sidebar, I'm going to do pretty much the same thing. I'm going to add a Progress widget. And I'm going to add a syllabus widget. And I'm on the lesson sidebar, I'm going to make that collapsible and display open and close toggles. I'm going to click save. And we've got that going. So now when we look at the website and we get into a course, you can see that we have the progress widget and the syllabus widget on the side here. So that's up and running. And if we click into an individual lesson, you'll see it's slightly different where the sidebar or the syllabus is collapsible. So that's what that setting does. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to clean up the main menu here and give it, kind of a standard set of pages that people typically put up there. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new page called About. And I'm going to put a couple columns on there. And I'm going to put an image in there. And I'm going to put, I'm just going to open this website here. It gets some fake content just to kind of fill out the design a little bit. So you can see we've got this about page. I'm going to take a moment and edit that and make it full width. I'm going to do sidebar, no sidebar, update. And then if we take a look at that, this is our just a basic about page. Typically, a website is also going to have a contact page. So I'm just going to add that real quick. And I'm not going to set up a contact form, but if anybody has questions about that, let me know. But I'm just going to assume we're going to put a contact form right there. And we're again going to make that no sidebar. And then I'm going to set up one more page to be our homepage. I'll call that welcome. And for right now, I'm just going to put a bunch of content there. But we could, of course, spend a bunch of time designing this and making it look beautiful. But for right now, I'm just going to set that up and clean up our menu. Cool. So there's our homepage. So now in the dashboard, first thing I like to do is just start cleaning things up. I don't need the news. I don't need the quick draft. I don't need any of that. So I'm just getting all this out of the way. And then I go to Appearance, Menus. And I'm going to create a menu called Main Menu. And I'm going to add certain pages to it. And I can see the lifter pages aren't showing up here. So I just go up here into screen options and check that box right there. So that gets the lifter pages showing up here, which is all this stuff over here, like the dashboard, the purchase page, the course catalog. So going from left to right, I'm going to do home, about, courses, dashboard, and oops, we'll go ahead and add those. And then I'm going to add the login, log out links from Lifter LMS. So depending upon the state of the user, it will present either sign in or sign out. So this welcome page, I'm going to change that to say home. I'm going to move the dashboard here. I'm going to rename the course catalog to just courses. And I'm going to click save. And let's take a look at what that looks like. I think I need to assign it still. So appearance, menus. So I want this menu to be my primary menu, display location. I'm going to click save. Yeah, you can see that's coming together. Next, I'm going to go into the appearance customize and start changing some settings here. So I'm going to change the site title to just to my academy. And you could, we could install a logo, but I'm not going to get into how to create that today. But for right now, for this demonstration, I'm just going to use a text-based logo. And this tagline is really important for the search engines and for your SEO. And I'm just going to click publish on those changes and go back. And then I was just looking for, I know, I'll find it somewhere else. I'm going to go to settings, reading. And I don't want my homepage to be a blog. I want it to be a static page. I want it to be the welcome page that you guys saw me create. So I'm just going to click save changes on that. And now when we visit our site, that's what our homepage is. We've got our about page here. We've got our courses here. We've got our dashboard here. And we've got the sign in, sign out link. So this is the very beginning of what this looks like. Next, I'm going to show you how to build a course from complete scratch. So we did install the sample course, but I want to show you how easy it is to build a real course. So let me go over back to the dashboard and do courses. Add course. And one of the ways you can kind of get organized around a course is to just do a little work on a text document. You see, I've got a text document here. I've basically got my lesson outline right here. So this is just me getting organized. And then I've got, the course description and the course title right here. So I'm just going to kind of get some of this information going here. This course is called the Course Marketing Makeover. I'm going to click publish. I'm going to add that description. And update on that. And this is a quick course. So this is just a 2-day. I'm just going to say this is a 2-day course. You can put whatever you want in here. And I'm just going to put this in a course category. Well, actually, I'll create a new one. A new course category called marketing. Add that. Hit update there. And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a featured image. So click right here. This is sort of like the book cover for your course. So we're going to use that right there. And let's take a look at what our course is looking like. So you can see we've got our course coming together. We have a featured image, a course title, a course description. We put in some of the course meta information, as it's called. And I'm just using a sandbox account. So it's just showing this demo user, but this could be anybody. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start adding lessons. So that's me with my first child right after she was born. And I'm just going to do a couple things real quick. Here is I'm going to turn off comments on that course page. And just doing that. So if we look at that again, just to show you real quick, I just turned off the comments that were at the bottom. And you can, of course, make this a lot more elaborate with a lot more copy and images, but I'm just doing a quick demonstration here. And if I go to the course catalog, you can now see that there is a second course right here. And what we're going to do next is we're going to build out this curriculum right here. And then we're going to put some pricing on top of the course and show you how Lifter works for the e-commerce. But we're going to build out this course curriculum for our new course. In the world of Lifter, these are called sections. These are called lessons. If you call them modules, that's fine. You can call them whatever you want to. So let me go back to our courses here. I'm going to click on this. I'm going to click edit course. And Lifter has something called the course builder. So I'm going to click launch course builder. And where'd my little sheet go? Here we go. So the first thing you need to do is add a section. Let me see if I can kind of get this going on one screen here. Okay. So I'm going to add a section just by clicking on that. And I'm going to name this section introduction. And then under introduction, I have 3 lessons. So I'm going to go back to the course builder. I'm going to click this button 3 times and add my lessons. And you can just click on these and put in the titles. So we'll do a few of these and then go look at what it looks like on the front end of the website. So if we go look at what this is looking like, you can see our course is coming together. We've got our syllabus over here coming together. Now we don't have any content in here yet. We're going to look at that lesson content in a little bit, but you can see down here as well where the syllabus is starting to come together. So bear with me for a second while I bulk out this course a little bit. And if you're watching this in the webinar or on YouTube, leave a comment, use the chat or the Q&A and let us know what questions you have or what you want me to cover after I get the basics set up here. So this is for you and whatever you are curious about and want to learn about Lifter. So I'm going to add another section here. And add 5 more lessons. This is actually a real course that I'm going to end up using somewhere else. I would consider this type of course like a small email or free lead magnet course. It's going over some basic concepts. Add one more lesson there. So you can see I'm just kind of bulking that out. So the purpose of this screen is to really, this is called the course builder. This is to give you the ability to build out an entire course from one screen. You can kind of drill into the individual lessons and, you know, get super focused. But a course is kind of like a book with a table of contents. So it's important to build that out. Okay, just almost done. Just bear with me another minute while I add the last of the curriculum here. I'd love to hear in the chat what you all's courses or niche or industry is. Let us know if you feel like sharing. Also, where you're, be cool to know where you're calling in from. I'm currently on the coast of Maine. I know we had somebody in here from Toronto. California for Clive. Awesome. Welcome, Clive. Lifter LMS, a lot of the code in here is made in California. That's where our CTO, Thomas, lives. All right, give me just one more second. I got 2 more lessons to add. And then we'll get on with it. Cool. So that is it. And the cool thing about the course builder here is like, if you ever need to move stuff around, you can just drag and drop. And even if you need to move a whole section around, oops, you can drag and drop that as well. So this course builder is really flexible. You know, you can get in, if I want to go put the first lesson in, I would just click on this and I could go to edit that. But let's go see what we've made first. Let me spread this out. So we've got a course coming together here. And I just want to note something that you could, if you wanted to, like if this is all you've done, you could put a course start date in the future, put a price on this, and go sell it before you've even created the content, just to make sure that people are willing to buy this particular course. So it's a way to do some validation or build like a minimum viable course, and then you just be upfront with them and tell them that you're going to deliver each one of these sections live 1 week at a time. Or, you know, you can use drip content to just drip this out over time as you build it first, if you're happy with the amount of sales you got for it. But if you got no sales, there's no harm. You haven't spent a lot of time. How much time have we spent here today? About 30 minutes building this out with just a picture, a title, a description, a program curriculum, and we could get going there. So if we go back here, we've got 2 courses on our site. And I'm going to bring this back up. And you can really put whatever you want into a lesson. So in this case, I'm just going to go here. You can see there's no content here yet. I'm going to click Edit Lesson. And I see some questions coming in from YouTube. We're going to get to those in a second. Keep them coming, and we'll get to them. So I'm just going to do a quick video grab here. Vimeo placeholder video. There we go. So this is like a fake video. You could, the cool thing about Vimeo Pro, which is something that's very popular for people who have WordPress LMS websites to host their videos, all you need to do is copy the link and put it in there. And in the privacy settings of Vimeo Pro, you can set it so that this video is only ever playable on your website. So keep that in mind. So I'm going to click Edit Lesson. And over here, I'm just going to press that. This is the WordPress block editor. I'm actually going to, let's see if we can do the embed option. So I'm going to put that video in there. And I'm actually going to move this up on the lesson, this particular lesson, and put it between the title and the Mark Complete button. I'll click Update. And I'm going to view this lesson. So this is what a basic video lesson looks like. You know, a student could come here and then they could click the button and mark it complete and then move on to the next one. one of the questions we're getting from Rocket Growth Strategies and Digital Marketing is if you can use a page builder with Lifter LMS. Yes, it's very popular among our community. I'm doing this with a very simple Astra theme website, but this Astra theme is actually built specifically to be used with page builders if you want to, like Elementor, Beaver Builder. So you can make really fancy, home pages, or Astra has something called Astra starter sites that can build a really beautiful starter website, even in the courses or education niche. And then you just start customizing on top of that. You could create your own course sales pages with the page builder. So yeah, Lifter works great with that. You were asking about Elementor. So yeah, Lifter can fold in with Elementor. Elementor brings design, Lifter brings functionality, and they work great together. Yeah, yes, you can use Vue Player with Lifter LMS. I was demonstrating this lesson with Vimeo, but you can use Vue Player as well. Cool. So Rocket Growth is creating a guerrilla marketing training academy based in Kansas City. Awesome. So we'll look at prerequisites in a second. Hang out, and we'll get into that. I want to show you the e-commerce piece before we start really getting into the nitty gritty of the LMS, because there's a lot of stuff I want to demonstrate for you. And just to answer your question real quick, Annie, in the Q&A in the webinar, this is the same process you can follow. You can just pick up later. Like, you don't have to start at the very beginning of this. And we'll have a replay of this if you want to watch it later. But if you already have a website up and going, just add Lifter LMS on top of that and start building out. So I'm kind of demonstrating building from complete scratch in a very simple way. But Lifter's a plugin. It can work with any theme. You can just add it to an existing WordPress website and start building out with it. So just keep that in mind. So we got Jennifer from Seattle. Welcome to the call. Syed, Clive, Annie, Carmelina, welcome. Cool. So I'm gonna do the e-commerce piece, and then I'm gonna get into some of the nitty gritty LMS features like quizzes and assignments, and I'll show you Rocket growth strategies about the prerequisite system. So if I go back out to my course, which I'm calling the Course Marketing Makeover, I'm going to click Edit. And then if we scroll down here, Lifter LMS has something called access plans. You can see this right here. So Lifter LMS is a complete membership solution, e-commerce solution, LMS. It's all in one. So any kind of pricing model or restricted access concept that you can come up with is possible with Lifter LMS. So I'm going to show you a simple access model where we're going to have two pricing options. We're going to do a course that has one price, and then we're going to do an upsell for course plus private coaching that has a more expensive price. And then we're going to limit those both to 1 year of access to the program. So I'm going to do just the course pricing model here. And I want the button to say buy now. And that's going to be $1,000. It's a one-time payment, or I could do recurring payments, but I'm going to do a one-time payment. And it expires after 1 year. So I'm going to click update. And if we view the course, I'm just opening it in a logged out view here. Oh wait, I must not have saved something quite right. Yeah, let me fix that. I don't think I saved it correctly. So course, just the course. Buy now. $1,000 one-time payment, expires after 1 year. Click save. We'll click update just to be sure. So now if we look at that, you can see this is one pricing model. And I'm actually going to change my mind. I'm going to do three. I'm going to do the one-time payment. I'm going to do a payment plan, and then I'm going to do a course plus coaching upsell. So let's edit that and do the payment plan next. So I'm going to add another access plan. Well, just the course payment plan. Buy now. And this is going to be $400 every month for 3 months. So they'll pay a little more if they're going to do the payment plan. Their access to the course expires after 1 year. And we're not going to do like a trial offer, but we could do like a $1 trial or a free trial for a week or something if we wanted to. I'm going to click save and update on that. And you can see now we have just the course or just the course payment plan. $1,000 one-time payment. Looks like I spelled that wrong. And then a 3-pay of $400. Now let's do a coaching upsell for $10,000. So if I go into here, let me just fix my spelling error. We need to add one more access plan. So we're going to call this course plus coaching. And that's just going to be a flat $10,000. That's a one-time payment, expires after 1 year. Now I could start putting like some features down here. Let me show you how this works. Unlimited email access to Chris. 1 monthly one-on-one coaching sessions. Personalized action plan. I'm going to click save and update. And if we look at our course now, we can see we've got the $1,000 for 1 year of access, the payment plan, or the $10,000 course plus coaching upsell. So that is just a quick look at the e-commerce. But I'm going to go back into the LMS features and let me know what you guys have in terms of questions. I'm happy to go in any direction. I'm getting to the end of kind of my prepared presentation, and then we'll get into Q&A, and we can look at whatever you want to. But I just want to show you some of the cool features inside of Lifter more on the LMS side. So if I go into the course builder, and let's say I want to add a quiz after this lesson, let me show you how to do that. So I'm just going to get into the course builder here. And you can kind of manage your course all from one screen here. So I'm going to click expand all, open up my lessons there. And right here, this will add a quiz button. I'm just going to click that. I'm going to create a new quiz. This first part is just a like instructions. Quiz. You can like require a certain passing percentage. You could limit the number of attempts. You could put a time limit on it if you wanted to. So there's just some options there. And I'm gonna add a question. So you can see, since we have the Lifter LMS Advanced questions add-on, we have all these different question types. So you've got multiple choice, picture choice, true or false, fill in the blank, reorder items, reorder picture, short answer, long answer, file upload, code, and scale. So I'm just going to do a long answer. Describe your personal brand. And I could put like minimum and maximum word counts on there or not. And we'll just do a multiple choice, which is, you know, a common question type. What are 3 types marketing? We'll do, this is multiple choice. We need one correct answer, which is 1 type of marketing. Closing. Hoping. So this is going to be our correct answer there. Oops, put that back in. So we're saying that this is the correct answer there. So that's what it's like to build a quiz. And if you look at it on the front end, there's now a quiz here where you can get started with it. So this is that long answer. And then here's that multiple choice. So this one is waiting to be graded. And then this one was automatically graded because this was just like more like an essay. So let's go back to our lesson and add an assignment. So this little deal right here is the assignment. So there's a couple different types of assignments. You can do a task list, an essay, or an upload. Weight is like the points, how it calculates in the points towards your grade overall. And I'm going to start adding, I don't want sidebars on assignments. I'm going to add some tasks. So let's see. Decide on 5 blog post topics. Might add another task. Write the first blog post topic. And let's say share the link to the blog post in social media. So this isn't really a real quiz, but I'm just kind of showing you what a task list looks like. So we've got that created. I'm going to turn it on right there. And if we go back to our course, we just click save there. And we go to our lesson. Now you can see there is a quiz and an assignment there. And if I click on that, I have to complete these things in order to be able to complete. You see how that lit up and now I can click on it? So there's a way to not just teach your students, but get your learners taking action. It's not just about passing them content. So if you want to require people to do stuff before they advance, so we had a question from Rocket Growth Strategies and Digital Marketing about prerequisites. If I want to make it so you can't get to this lesson until you finish this lesson, yes, they will be grayed out. Because I'm logged in as the WordPress administrator, everything, I can kind of click on everything and go and do everything, but I'll show you what I mean. So if I were to view this as a visitor, you see how it's all grayed out? Like I can't do anything. I have to enroll in order to get access. So I would need to purchase this to be able to move forward. You know, and the e-commerce can work off credit card or PayPal. It's up to you, or both. It's up to you how you want to do it. We also have an optional integration with WooCommerce. So, but to set up the prerequisites, so if I want to go into this lesson and require that they had completed the previous lesson, you just go in here. I'm going to edit this lesson. And under prerequisites here, I enable it. And then I choose which lesson is the prerequisite, which was called Marketing is Not Sales. So it's right there. So now I have a prerequisite in place. So if we view this as a student, they're not going to be able to access this until you see how it bumped me back to the previous lesson? And then I got an error message because I tried to access it. It's not doing it now because I'm not viewing it as a student, but if I view as a student, or you see how this is grayed out? Like I can't go here until I complete that lesson, which means I would need to pass the quiz and do the work, if that makes sense. So that's pretty cool. So you could also set up certificates. I'll show you just briefly in the Lifter LMS downloads here. If you have Lifter LMS Power Pack, which is included in both bundles, and also it can be gotten individually. Actually, I think we killed that license key, so it's gone now. But basically, you can download the Lifter LMS graphics pack. So let me get a copy of that real quick, and I will be right back and show that to you. So just give me 1 second here. Keep the questions coming. It's up to you guys where we go with the rest of this presentation. So I'm going to show you these graphics that you can use. And then we'll go from there. So I'll be right back with you guys. Cool. All right, I'm going to share my screen with you. So over here, I'm going to download the Lifter LMS graphics pack. I'm going to open that. And that's right here. So you can see all this stuff inside the graphics pack, the certificates. We got all these certificate backgrounds you can use. Hold on, let me open those up again. So there's all kinds of certificates you could put in there if you want to do you know, a certification at the end of your course. You can, of course, design your own, but that's in there. There's a lot in there. There's also like these illustrated achievement badges that you could use. So if you want to put some gamification inside your course and have these like alerts pop up on the screen as people are completing lessons or sections or even whole courses, you can kind of add gamification like that. And there's a lot you can do in terms of engagement gamification. But I'm going to show you how to set those up, and then it's up to you guys where we go with the rest of this presentation. So let me just back out here. So in Lifter LMS, there's a bunch of settings here that you can use for setting up everything. There's the courses tab. There's the memberships, which we haven't even talked about yet. This is for your selling like bundles of courses or locking down other benefits or other parts of your website. But engagements is what we're talking about here. So I'm going to create an achievement badge called Module 1 Complete. So I'm just putting a title on it and a message. And I'm going to upload one of those achievement badges that you just saw me looking at. And I'm going to publish that. And then to set it up, all you have to do is click Add Engagement. I'm just giving it a title so I can easily find it. Makeover course, Module 1, Complete, badge. And this happens when student completes a section, and we're doing this introduction section, and we want to award an achievement. and we're going to deliver this particular one, and we're not going to delay it. We're actually going to send it right away. So I'm going to leave that like that. So that's just the basics of setting that up. I could create a certificate right here. You saw I could change this out and put my own certificate background. I can start, designing my certificate and merging in what I want to show up there, like the student's first name and last name and the completion date and all that kind of stuff for certification. But that is the basics. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen for a second. Let me know in the chat, or if you're watching on YouTube, what questions you have. I'm gonna jump to the Q&A now and see what we've got. Andy's got some questions coming in. I'm gonna jump on those. Yeah. So Andy's question is, can you set up a membership plan to access multiple courses? You absolutely can. I'm going to show you how that works. So if I were to create a membership, and I'm just going to call it All Access Pass. And you can have you can put the description and build out a full proper sales page. And then this is where you do the auto enrollment. There's 2 courses on this website. So for demonstration purposes, I'm going to show you that you can get these 2 courses. You're going to be auto enrolled in those if you purchase the membership. So I'm just going to publish that. And then the membership also has access plans. So you would want to add this. Like, it's common for memberships to have like a monthly access plan. So I'm just going to call it the All Access Pass. I'm going to have the button say join. I'm going to call this membership $100 every month forever. And you can add all kinds of benefits to that or whatever. But I'm going to click save, update that, and this isn't going to be much to look at, but you can see how it's starting to come together. So if I were to buy this, we don't have the credit card fully hooked up here, but there'd be a credit card fields, and then I would get automatically enrolled in all those courses, and that would show up on my dashboard. So let's see what else we have. Annie asks, is there a gamification or leadership board for courses? It depends on what you need. We looked at achievement badges, and we haven't looked at the social learning stuff yet, but that can show like as people are completing different things or passing certain things, it can post to the timeline. And social learning creates a Facebook-like area on your website where you have members, and there's like a timeline which can be viewed either by a certain course or by a certain membership. And there's actually another plugin that I'm aware of called GamiPress if you want like a leaderboard as well that could be displayed, but that's integrating with a third-party tool called GamiPress, which you would need to explore on your own. Is there a manual that walks a new user how to use Lifter and build out courses? Yes. So if you look at my screen here, there's a lot of help to help you get through it. So if you click on courses, this is our academy. If you take the official quick start course for Lifter LMS, this is going to show you how to build out your first course in 20 minutes. So this is a great place to start if you haven't done that yet. And then also at the bottom, of the Lifter LMS website, there's the documentation here. So if you click on that, we've got a lot of documentation. for Lifter. And these getting started articles right here can really get you up and running as well, like getting going. And if you have like specific things you're running into or just want to know about, you can just type it in there or go to the documentation home screen. And just type whatever you're wondering about, like certificates. And there's documentation that goes over exactly how to create a certificate as an example. So that's really where that's at. Also, when you first buy from Lifter LMS, you get access to liftoff sessions, which is a weekly call where we kind of help you get set up and answer a lot of questions live. If you get the Infinity Bundle level, you have access to another weekly call every single week where you can get questions answered as well. And then also from your account on the Lifter LMS website, you can talk to the Lifter LMS support team. And if you have any specific question about anything, they're standing by and ready to help. So that's some info there. Can you upload a list of questions and randomize the questions when taking the test? Yes. Well, you have to create the questions using the quiz builder. Let me show you that. And then what you can do is I'll show you where the randomization feature. So if we go to our course here, actually, let me jump back here. I need to get to the course builder. And we look at our quiz. Publish that baby. In the general settings here, you can see where you can randomize the question order right here. So that's what you can do. But you need, in order to create them, you need to go here and, kind of create them first, but then you can do the randomization like I just showed you. Can a company purchase a membership for their employees to access courses just for their company access only? So there's a couple ways to do that. We are working on a groups feature for Lifter LMS that's on our roadmap that will address this and be the ideal solution. But let me just show you. Let me get back over to my one way to do that now with the existing tools. So one thing you could do is you could create a membership for each company. If you do a lot of times the business to business deals don't happen through the website. Like there's a paper check or an invoice that goes out, but Lifter LMS has this system called a voucher system. So I'm going to go on this and click on vouchers, click add voucher. And let's say company A bought 50 seats in a course. So I'm just going to call it company A. That's the code. And let me actually do something else first. I'm going to add a membership for that company called Company A membership. So this would be like a home screen for just that company. So when they on their dashboard, it would just be there would be an area for just this company. And I would do auto enrollment. And I'm putting them in these two courses if they come in through this company A membership. And then here, going back to the voucher system, I would create this membership. So, and then let's say they bought 50 seats. And company A. And I'm just changing the code to be this. So basically they would you could give that buyer this code. They could activate they could give this out to their employees, and essentially each person on the team could activate their account. Up to 50 accounts can be activated on that, and they would get auto enrolled in those specific courses. And if they bought, more, you could always, if they bought some more, 10 more seats, you could always increase the quantity. It's going to generate a report of who's activated and when. And this is actually a really nice experience where the employees are choosing their own passwords, and as they create their account, choose their password, enter their voucher code, they're instantly enrolled and activated in the areas that they need to get to. So that's basically how that works. And that's just going to get better in the future with some groups functionality that we're going to be adding. So let me know if we have any more questions for today. We're going to draw our winner soon of the Lifter LMS $99 giveaway. And let me just check the chat here. If I can find it. Let me stop sharing for a second and find the chat. Here we go. How do you grade essay questions? Yes, we can look at that. We can look at that. So let's do this. I'm just going to create a user manually to kind of show this. Let me share with you. Okay. So I create a user named Frank. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the course. I'll go to users here. And I'm going to select Frank. And this is just how you manually enroll someone. I'm going to enroll Frank in the course marketing makeover course. So now if we look at the reporting, we can see Frank is here. And Frank is at 0 progress. And Frank is enrolled in this course. So do I still have Frank's password? I do. So allow me to show you what that looks like. So I'm actually going to log out of this website. And log in as Frank. See how our menu changed up here? All right, so Frank got enrolled. This is Frank's dashboard. And Frank is in this course. He hasn't earned any achievements or certificates or enrolled in any memberships yet. And you can change what displays here. There's some settings for that. But I'm going to go into this course. You can see how this is grayed out because it's prerequisited on the one before. And I'm just going to go ahead and click get started. So let's assume I watched the video. And I'm going to click take this quiz. I'm going to start the quiz. And which one is a type of marketing? We go back, I believe. Oh, I'm logged out now. Oh yeah, so here's the essay here. So Frank puts his essay in here and completes the quiz. And you can see that the multiple choice was automatically graded. The quiz was submitted and is awaiting review by the instructor, which is this one right here that needs grading. So, and if I go back to my dashboard or go back to the course, I still can't get to that next lesson because my quiz has not been graded. I also, by the way, have an assignment I can be working on in the meantime. So let's just assume I did all this and Frank submits that. And while that's doing that, I'm just going to sign out. There we go. So I got 100% on the assignment because I completed everything. But I'm going to sign out and I'm going to log back into this website as the instructor. So I'm just back in here. And if I look at my course, I'm just looking in the back end of WordPress here. You can see down here, we've got, Frank is here and I'm looking at progress and stuff like that. But where you want to go for grading is actually to the reporting area. And I can see Frank is here, but if I go to quizzes, I have a new quiz to take, or I have some quizzes to grade here. Oops, let me go back. There's 2 awaiting review. So I'm going to grade this one. I'm going to start a review, or I could delete the attempt. Wrong one, this one. So I could even leave a comment on the multiple choice one if I wanted to, but I'm going to go to this one that's requiring grading. I'm reading Frank's essay. I give him points out of however many points I set it at. And this will then unlock Frank's ability to continue to the next lesson, and his grade will be updated to reflect that. So, and as you get more and more students in here, a lot more data starts showing up in the reporting interface here. You can see Frank here is, well, we're looking at like courses in general and what the average progress is in these courses. And we could look inside like specific courses at a high level or drill in and look at specific students and see how they're doing. So Frank is here. He's in these courses. He's 5% complete in the course marketing makeover course. If we look inside that course, we can see Frank's completed this lesson on this date, and this was his grade. And then we could even look at the specific quiz if we wanted to. All right, so we're going to draw our winner for the Lifter LMS giveaway. And I just want to say congratulations to Jayon Kim. Jennifer, you are the winner of the free year of the $99 Lifter LMS add-on. So send an email to us at team@lifterlms.com and we'll hook you up. That's team@lifterlms.com, TEAM. Thank you all for coming. I'm Chris Badgett, co-founder of Lifter LMS. Thanks for going on this tour with me today. If you all have any questions at all, just shoot us an email at team@lifterlms.com. There's live chat on our website if you want to talk to somebody. There's a phone number on our pricing page if you want to chat live and have pre-sales questions. We know you do a lot of research and want to make sure you're getting the right thing to move forward with for your project. So I just want to thank you all for watching. I'm going to end the live stream right now on YouTube. Thank you, YouTube. Keep commenting over here if you want questions answered down the road if you're watching this after it was live.